Music still playing? Dad, I don't hear the music.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bushy Head Boy. I'm Coach Mooch.
I'm Bushy Head fan. I'm Bushy Head Boy. K.A. Jacob Williams. I'm
All right,
sorry.
today we got something really special for you. We got Roi Manning as well as Noble, his son. We're talking about fatherhood, growing up, life lessons, what it really means to build a strong bond as a family. If you're a parent, a kid, or someone who believes in raising strong young people, this one is just for you. Let's get into it. Roy, how you doing, man? How you and Noble doing today?
Hey man, I'm doing good, man. I just got through watching the 49ers beat the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, they beat us last year, and I did not want them to do a repeat, and I felt very good about that. And I watched that game with my brother-in-law who's like a Philly fan. So
Oh
that
man.
was a good feeling cuz he always terrorizes me when the Chiefs lose, so I got to terrorize him. So I'm doing good.
Hey, that's how I felt yesterday when the Bells won. So of course I'm a Chicago Bear fan, then I'm like a Chiefs fan. So what happens is
Right.
is that then they always say like, all right, man, Coach Williams, you don't came out of hibernation. You ain't wearing no Bear stuff all year long. I said, man, despite all that, we beat the cheese
Right.
heads, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
That's
real
that's
talk. Yeah.
that's the most beautiful thing. That's the most beautiful thing that can happen right now for the city of
Dad, you're
Chicago.
lagging on my screen.
It's okay. That's the most beautiful thing because what happens is it'll correct itself as we go. Jacob. All right, Noble,
All right.
here's the first thing. Jacob, first question.
All right. What's your favorite thing to do with your dad?
Play with him.
Play with him. What's
He would,
Go ahead,
we
Noble.
would
Play
like
games?
wrestle. We would be wrestling, and he'd be ragdolling me.
I get the same thing from my dad.
Sometimes I put him in the choke in the headlock though, Noble. You know, that's what I
I
do
be
to him.
doing that to my dad. I be sneaking him behind the back,
Oh, do
trying to
you?
choke
Yeah,
him.
Noble be making me tap, man. He'll get me from behind the back. He know that jujitsu. He be choking me something different. I tell you, like this is different wrestling with him now that he's formidable with that grappling. Like it's different. It's like way different than when it was before he was going.
Like
So
this.
yeah,
Like this.
yeah, that move,
Yeah.
that move.
Yeah.
All right.
Go, Jacob.
All right. Dad, now. Oh, if you could describe your dad in one word, what would it be?
He's strict but playful.
And I think Noble, that's a good thing because my wife tell me all the time too is that I play with Jacob too much. But you got to be strict and you got to be playful. So you got to be able to have an even balance of it. You know, we can't always be strict. At the same time, we want to love on you, but at the same time, we want to play with you too. There's nothing wrong with that. What you think, Roy?
Yeah. No, I think that's pretty good because, like as a man, as a young boy, you want them to have a level of discipline, and you also know that playing with boys is good for their development. So it can't be all discipline because they don't know how to relax, and it can't be all play because they won't learn discipline. So it's good to have both because it's just a necessary component. Just like what you said with your wife, my wife has said that before. You too hard on him, and you doing this and that and that.
Mm.
And I was just telling her like, yeah, I am, but I have to be because I foresee certain things, and I want him to be able to be that lovable, respectful boy that you know him to be. And it takes me being strict at times.
Nice, nice. Now, Roy, this question is for you. So you'll be in. So Roy, kind of put yourself in the screen, and then when it's Noble,
Okay.
yep. So here's what we got. What's
Okay.
one thing people don't know about your son, about Noble?
One thing that they don't know about my son, let me see. One thing they don't know. I'm trying to think. That's a good question. I always say a lot about them. uh, Let me see. I, hmm, that he's developing he's starting to develop a passion for basketball, and we don't really talk about that as much as the rest of the things. But also I mean, I'll speak about his academics a lot, but maybe they don't know that. But I spoke about that, so I'll probably say the basketball. And also, one thing that I do know that what people don't know about his son, about my son, is that my son just recently met his biological grandfather.
Oh, nice, nice. How was
So
that
that's
experience
probably
for him? How was that for him?
it was really good because we didn't. That means since he met his biological grandfather, my wife met her biological father. So it was a
Mm,
good experience for everybody. And then we found out typically when you have those situations, it's like it was a guy didn't want to be around or he was a so-called deadbeat. But in this situation, he had no idea and he wanted to
mm,
be around and he was a successful guy. He's an aviator, a business owner. He's also like a part of the clergy. And so, and Noble would be his first grandson.
oh wow.
So,
Oh
and
wow.
he had like he had five other children, but they
Mm,
didn't have kids. And
mm.
so me and my wife's kids are his first grandkids. So that
Oh
was
man.
that was a that was a big experience seeing him getting to see his lineage from that degree because my father passed away a long time ago.
And man, move it and transition into that and staying along those lines. How do you discipline them without breaking noble spirit? So how do you discipline without breaking his spirit?
How do I discipline Noble without breaking his spirit?
Right.
I I mean I'm always having his spirit in mind because I want a fortitude to stay in them. Don't never want
Mm-hmm.
to break them, but I do want to push them to the edge where it's like, hey man, you can't do that. So the way I discipline is by being self control, being
Mm-hmm.
in self control of myself, and also understanding whatever he's doing. I'm trying to bring a result in the future, not necessarily focus on something currently right now. And what I mean by that is making him cry. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So now if I do have to whoop him or something like that, or I have to put a bit out, which is a very rare thing,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it to the point where I ain't gonna stop until you start crying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it to the point of I'm I need this to get your attention. And as soon as I got your attention with it, and now where we at, I'm probably gonna have him do some type of exercise involved in that. I
Mm-hmm.
need 100 push-ups. I need da.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to develop him in other areas as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I know when I was coming up, like you try to whoop a kid until they cry. He's not crying like that no more.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Nor my goal is to make him cry. My
Right.
goal is to have him become aware of what he's doing and then change that. And once he shows me that he's aware of what he did is wrong, then that's when and he's repentant and remorseful, then that's when we just everything is no longer intense.
Right. So that's along that line of trying to teach them consequences, good or bad. Right.
Right.
There's consequences for good, but there and you get rewarded for that. But then there's also consequences for bad. And I think especially with African American boys, I think that's what's actually missing is the point of the consequences pieces, right?
Yeah.
Whether good or bad, and them understanding that no matter the surrounding, no matter where situation you're in, whether you over auntie's house, uncle's house, brother house, or whoever house or grandma house, it's universal where you know there's good and bad consequences. So
Right.
you know me, and so just moving forward and get him to understand that, I think that's really beautiful in what you do. Go ahead, Jacob. Next question.
Alright, what something your dad teach you all no, all the time? Sure.
Um,
Don't
he
start off with no.
he teach me respect, how to respect someone, shake a man's hand, all that stuff.
What stuff? You gotta be more detailed because they don't know.
and be a respectful person.
Right.
Okay. Mm.
Jacob.
hmm What lesson from your dad helps you at school or sports?
It's a hard question. He makes me be prepared what I'm gonna do.
Good. So that's also that's the other piece, like with Jacob. So what I try to do is saying, Jacob, you got to be prepared. You can't always go right, or you know what I mean. You can't always take the jump shot. You got to be able to change directions, and I think that's one of the things that I love that Noble mentioned is that Roy, that you make them prepared, right? And then
Hmm.
the discipline issue. I mean, that discipline comes in because when you're not there, and say, for example, when you're not there, he's gonna do it. You know, being able to do it when you're not there. You know what I mean? Like if you have to
Right.
run out for a second, like with Jacob, if I'm not there, and then one of the other things is like I don't coach Jacob. A friend of mine coaches him with Green Waves,
Hmm.
and so I don't try to be in his practice because Jacob always looked for me to get a reinsurance, and I don't want him to do that. And I'm trying.
Do you
That's one
think
of the things. Go
you
ahead.
think it was it a hard decision for you not to coach him, or was
Yeah, it was, and great question. It was really hard for me to really coach him from the not from the standpoint that I love him. See, I didn't really want to be a dad's coach where I'm just constantly on him and then I forget about the other kids. Because when you watch basketball,
right?
you see a lot of daddy coach that coach the team, but they strictly hard on their kid, but not
Mm,
hard on the other kids. And I think
right.
one of the thing was is that I wanted him to get another voice just besides
Hmm.
me. And then I don't
That
want
part's
him.
important right there. That other voice part is very
Right,
important.
right. And then I don't want him to look at me for assurance. You know, I don't. So sometimes I try to, when I go to his games, I don't really pay attention to when the coach brings it over because I want him to start to develop to look that coach in the eye, not worried about what I'm going to say, but what that coach going to
Yeah.
say, and then Jacob looking at him in the eye, and then going from there. If that makes
Hey,
sense.
I was gonna say something about that when Noble started to do jujitsu and also wrestling, there were really sports that I had no idea of. So
Mm-hmm.
it really helped me trust in the coaches that was training them. And
Mm-hmm.
I had really no answers except for, hey, be tough, stick
Mm-hmm.
to it, be passionate, be disciplined about your craft. But I really couldn't contribute much more than a mind state. And
Right.
that really did help me because it made me depend on other men.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it helped him see me depend on other men to rear him up
Right.
in the ways that he's to go, which is going to have to happen because, of course, I'm not the end all be all,
Right. That's right.
and I learned that really quick when it comes to jujitsu and things of that nature. So I get what
That's
you're
right.
saying.
Jacob.
What lesson? No. What sport do you love the most? How wonderful is it?
Football,
Football.
yes.
So Noble, are you currently playing football on the football team now?
Not yet. We getting ready to.
Good, man. Good. So that's one thing Jacob wanted to do. Jacob, you want to play tackle, didn't you?
Yeah.
And so what you got coming up in the springtime? You gonna do what?
Ooh, football
Yeah, but
or
which one?
basketball?
Football. Football. So you got flag coming up, right?
Yeah, Noble gonna be playing flag too. What's your thoughts on him playing tackle though?
So
Good.
Jacob, what's your thought on playing tackle?
Huh?
Why do you want to play tackle?
Noble?
No, you, Jacob. Why do you want to play tackle football?
That's a good question.
Here's my take why he's thinking about that. So my son and your son, well, my son. Let's just talk about Jacob. I just think Jacob should wait until he's actually a little bit more developed. And here's why, Roy. And I
Hmm.
told him
I
this.
feel
This is
you.
why. So sometimes Jacob is not focused out there. He
Okay.
lackadaisical when he ain't getting no action, Roy. And so what
Hmm.
happens is, like I told him, there's some kids like he played basketball that's fifth grade that's taller than him that's running that ball, and when they come around that corner and you playing cornerback, you got to be able to
Trust
make
me.
that tackle. Because if you don't
Hmm.
make that tackle, you can't be
They're gonna
standing there and
trust.
say, "Daddy, he's gonna run me over." No, no. And I don't seen that with basketball. A kid coming down the pipe, right, Jacob? And Jacob was standing there and kind of let the kid go. And I said, and Coach Byron asked him, "Why did you move?" He said, "What'd you say, Jacob?"
Yes.
When the kid came, what'd you say?
What
No, you can tell yourself.
Nah,
Tell
what
him.
he say? I want to
What'd he
hear from
say?
you, man.
Oh why can't you just tell him yourself?
Because
You got it, man.
tell him, tell him. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna tell him." So Coach Byron asked him, "Well, Jacob, why'd you move?" And Jacob said, "I thought he was gonna run me over." Now he was a big kid though, Roy. He was a big
Every
kid
man
though.
done said that before, though,
Yeah,
so I
every
get
man
you.
don't say that. And like I told
Yeah.
him, "Hey man, I ain't mad at you for saying that.
Hey, real
I'm not.
talk.
Hey, I'm not mad at you for saying that because
I get it.
some, yeah, I definitely get it. But at the same, because sometimes these kids, if they ain't been taught to take a charge or taught how to properly tackle, that can be a
Hmm.
sign of concussion. Because some of
Yeah,
these
that's very
kids
true.
playing tackle football is just putting their
Yes.
head down and just running
Yeah.
and running,
Yeah.
and you can see it in college and in the pros. Man, these dudes
That's
leading
true.
with their helmets.
Yeah. 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 Well, on that note, the reason why I wanted Noble to get into, because matter of fact, next week Noble has a jiu-jitsu tournament, and he
Mm-hmm.
also has a wrestling tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So the wrestling tournament is a state tournament for any wrestler who's been wrestling for a year. But I wanted him to get into wrestling and jiu-jitsu because they're grappling. The focus is taking people down on the ground, and I knew he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to play football. So doing a
Mm-hmm.
sport like wrestling really does get kids comfortable with that aspect that you just spoke about. So if you ever thought about that, like if he wants to get into football and you wanted a little prelude to doing something that's physical,
Mm-hmm.
but not quite football, but wrestling would be a good sport to intertwine them with.
Yeah.
And that's what I got Noble in, and they focus on taking people down and how to be taken down. So just something to do. So I was nervous about that about Noble as well.
Mm-hmm.
But wrestling really has, and jiu-jitsu has really helped him with the physicality of the sport.
Gotcha. No, well, how you like wrestling? It's not a lot of
It's
us out there
good.
wrestling. How you like it?
It's good.
It's
It's a
good.
lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work.
Yes.
Jacob,
What you
you want
think
to
so
wrestle?
hard about it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of tryhards there.
Uh huh.
Yeah. He go against a lot of guys with effort, what are you saying? Guys
Oh,
gonna try
okay.
hard against you. Yeah.
Yeah. Jacob, what you think about wrestling? You know anything about it?
WrestleMania or what you talking about? Are you talking about
Yeah.
WrestleMania?
Man, look, you know what? The next time that like so they be having workshops.
Yeah.
They'll have like a week long camp, summer camp to kind of give you an introduction to wrestling.
Uh huh.
And man, when you talk about just because all sports have contact,
Right.
but
Right. That's
when
right.
you do wrestling, it helps you get familiar with contact in a way that no other sport can kind of quite help you with. So yeah, I recommend you do it. You don't have to do it for a
Yeah.
long term, but just something to get you used to contact and
Right.
falling and somebody taking you down against your will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob.
What? This question?
Yeah.
Um, when do you feel most proved of your
Most.
dad?
So when no, but when do you feel most proud of your dad?
Almost proud.
Thinking.
Huh?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
That I feel most proud with him that the way he raised me.
Mm-hmm. Good. That's a good one. Good. That's definitely that's a good one. Jacob, when are you most proud of your dad?
But when
You got to sit up and talk it to the mic right.
uh let me think. Uh, when we have fun together.
When we have fun together. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
I
also
was gonna
Roy, go ahead.
yeah. I was gonna
Go
add
ahead.
this on to Jacob. I talk about I tell this to Noble. I don't think you would mind me saying this to Jacob. Sit up, boy. Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
whenever you start a sentence, since you're gonna be interviewing people, and I told this same thing to Noble, make sure you don't start off with I
Mm-hmm.
want you to focus on that. I've been working with Noble with that same thing. Just
Mm-hmm.
take a
Mhm.
minute to think, and then just let me get a second, and then just say it.
Okay.
You
Yep.
got that.
Man,
Okay.
that's a beautiful thank you for that. All right. So now this next round. So now we do what you call rapid fire. Roy, this is
Okay.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. Noble, you ready? This is what we call
Yeah.
rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you this
Uh,
question, and then you can answer within 5 seconds. And Roy, you cannot do the same. Who is stricter, you or your dad?
My daddy.
All right.
Alright.
All right. The next one. Who eats more of the snacks? Roy or you?
Daddy.
Hey, hold up, man.
Jay. Jay.
I don't know. Can I protest?
No.
All
Dad,
right.
you can't be talking. Dad, you can't be talking. You eat most of the snacks too.
Who do?
You.
I eat most of the snack. Well,
Yes.
you not all the time though. Not all the time. I don't eat them
Yes.
all
All
the
the.
time. So who's more funnier? Noble, you or your dad?
Me.
Hey, hey, that joker right there, that dude Jacob is so funny, man. Hey, man.
Who's more funnier between
Oh
y'all two,
my god.
Jacob? Who's
Jacob
It's
is,
funnier?
me.
man.
It's
It's
Jacob
me.
is.
me.
No, I'm saying between those two.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jacob,
oh.
Jacob, Jacob more funny, man. He a comedian, man. He's like a little comedian. Like yesterday, man, I was in the midst of the game, right, Roy? And I'm watching it, we losing, and he just, the Bears are gonna lose. Bears are gonna lose. Bears are gonna. I mean, like enticing me, right? Man, I had to go in my room and just shut the door and lock the door, and then he come trying to pick the lock, and then he screaming through
It
the
was
door,
looking bad for
Bears
him
is gonna
too.
lose, huh?
Oh.
It was looking
Oh
bad
man,
for the Bears.
it was. It was. Who's more competitive? Roy, you or Noble?
It's noble for sure. It's noble.
Uh,
It's noble.
uh, I would say me, but I could be
No.
wrong on. You think it's you?
Yes.
Okay, we could go with Noble.
All right. That's the
Is
end
it
of that.
close?
Hey, who's the
Yes.
most
Okay,
angriest? Who is the most angriest?
Daddy.
I'm the most angriest.
That
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's you, Noble. You be
No.
getting mad at angry. You be getting
You
mad at
you be
Zara all the time.
you be yelling at the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Chief
uh,
season, yeah, I get real angry. You right
Chiefs,
about
Chiefs,
that.
Chiefs, Chiefs gonna be done for a minute, man. They're gonna be done. They're gonna be done. Jacob, your
I
question.
think. Um, what do you want to be like when you grow up?
I
What
want to be a
what one
sports
thing? What?
athlete.
Let me talk. What one thing you want to tell your dad right now?
Well,
Um,
you wait. Hold on, Noble. Jacob, you got to go back to that one question, and then we're gonna end on that question. Go back to the
All
other
right.
one.
What
Thank you. Okay.
what do you want to be like when you grow up?
I want to play
What's
sports.
what's one thing
No,
you
Jacob.
want?
Just ask
What?
that one question. Let him answer it, please.
All right. What do you want to be like when you grow up?
I want to play sports.
Which sports you want to play, Noble?
Mm. Wrestling to get some money, and basketball and football.
Nice, nice. And
Okay.
Roy, last question for you as well, and we're gonna wrap up. One last question:
Yeah. Yes.
What what kind of man do you hope your son become?
A man of integrity and righteousness.
That's excellent.
Man of
And
God. A man of
a
God.
man of God.
The Most High.
Mhm.
Most
Mhm.
man, that's beautiful. And Jacob, next question.
That's all right. Wait. What's one thing you want to tell your dad right now?
Mm. That's he's amazing dad.
That's beautiful.
Give
that
me a
is
hug, man. Give me a
that is
hug.
definitely
Give me a hug,
man. That
man.
is definitely
Hug. I
beautiful.
want to hug you, brother. Thank
And
you.
Noble,
That
what
that
Noble
touched me.
Noble Noble? What size shirt you wear? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna take it over to your dad too, so you can get it. I'm gonna bring a shirt, take it over to your dad. I text him. I'll take it over in the morning. You can have that. So, again, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. That was a conversation was so powerful. Roy and Noble, we really thank you. Big thanks to you for sharing your story and then
Mhm.
your hearts with us. And then if you're watching this and you're a parent or your child, take a moment to appreciate them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with the family who needs to hear it. This is Bushy Head Boy. I'm Coach Mooch.
I'm Bushy Head Boy, Jacob Williams.
Thank you, Roy, and thank you, Noble, for joining us this evening. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Have a blessed one.
Peace.
Appreciate you. Hey y'all, we gonna hang out too. Remember
Yeah,
that. We're gonna hang
we'll,
out,
Okay.
okay?
we'll get
Okay.
together.
Okay.
Yep.
All
All right.
right.
Peace.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yep. Conversation like this really matters. We want to thank Roy and Noble for showing what it means to thank Roy for showing what it means to be a father as well as a good friend. Noble, keep being you, keep dreaming big. Thank you for rocking with us. With Bushy here. Until next time, let's keep growing together and beyond. Peace.